What? What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to another Getting to Know the Artist. My name is Wiggles, and I will be your host this evening. And we are going to be interviewing Acetone Boogie. It says I have one viewer right now in the chat. I seen Shay came in and Juggalo Eddie. Can you guys hear me? Teasy. Whoop whoop. I would like to thank each and every one of you that have attended my streams, supported my channel, and everything that I do. Because by you supporting me, you're supporting other artists and entertainers and people that deserves to be pushed out. Now, this stream right here that we're about to run is, like I just said, gonna be with Acetone Boogie. He's just last little minute getting ready. He should be hopping in any minute. I just wanted to go ahead and hop in here and test my mic, let you guys know that we will be going live and we're gonna do the thing. Hopefully he comes in sometime soon so we can still get the full hour. I do have another timed interview at 11 o'clock with Rax Putin, Juggalo Eddie, whoop whoop. I appreciate you coming over from TikTok. EC in the house, whoop whoop. What is good, homie? A ninja with a pencil up in here, whoop whoop. I'm trying to save my voice. I don't want to lose my whooper. I got to be able to do these interviews. We got a lot of interviews lined up, but I don't want to talk much on that. Yeah, we just waiting for the good old bogey to come on in, smoking and chilling. That's what's up. That's what's up. I love that there's 6 people already in here just hanging out. Somebody message Waddy. So I ain't got to leave the stream. Y'all came in clutch on Will. He's like, bro, I had like 8 messages or 8 missed calls or some stuff from people talking about, are you going to come to the stream? Of course, of course. Anybody that watches this on the replay, normally I wait till like my artist is indefinitely in the background, or backstage. But I just wanted to hop in here and say thank you for everybody that has supported me this far, and I wanted to, of course, test out my mic and camera and make sure everything's everything and all that. If you could, while we wait, oh, Keto, whoop whoop, what's up, homie? If you could, while we're waiting, hit that like button. It's a small gesture from you, but it's a big favor to me and the YouTube algorithm. It shoots it out, It tells people we're live and gets them in here, hopefully. Kiddo, we're just waiting on acetone. I just got a message. He said he's joining now, so I should see it in the background once he gets his camera and mic all adjusted. I was in the MUJ movie, but popped up over to see the Waddy interview. Bro, that's much love. I appreciate it. I mean, and that's completely up to you. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. Sometimes you just got to go live when you can go live and what works for you. And you can't always concern yourself with other people. There is a level of respect there, but you know what I'm saying? But my point in saying that is if you needed or wanted to be present more over there, or whatever, that's cool. There's always the replay you can watch it on. Here we go.
Yo, 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 how's it going? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Whoop whoop. Welcome,
Good.
man.
What up, Ninja? Am I echoing or am I good? Is everything good?
Nah, I mean it's pretty good sound. I think you're straight. I
Oh
appreciate
yeah.
you doing this on last notice. I mean, I might have tried to reach out like once or something, but not with a whole lot of detail or whatever. So
Yeah.
really, this was like random and like, hey, you're an artist, come interview or whatever. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for inviting me. Yeah, I'm always down to chop it up and stuff.
So I got to ask, and this ain't even part of the questions. Just when was the last time you done some kind of interview style? Because I know you
Uh,
have your channel and you kind of do podcasts or at least do stuff related around Gloom Unit and stuff like that or whatever. But
yeah, we don't
have you been?
really we don't really do much like interview type shit on there. Um, the last time I've like personally done like an interview type thing, I guess it would either be Don Chaos's thing or um yeah, I'm pretty sure Don Chaos or I did the Juggalo show last year. I don't know. I don't often really do those, do interviews like that.
Well, then I feel special, homie, and I appreciate you doing it. I don't know
Right.
if you've caught any of the interviews that I've done so far. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, oh, you didn't watch my stuff. It's not like that. I'm just saying, obviously,
Uh,
I've had some names up here that you know, like Will Gates and Cartoon Bondurant and
Hell yeah! Shout out to Will
King.
Gates and Cartoon Bondurant.
Right. And obviously you're a well-known name, so I'm quite glad to have you up here. But without further ado, people are coming in. Just shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody that showed up this far or whatever. Thank you very much. I'm not going to keep the man. I'm trying to give him his hour of time, just like anybody else. And we have another interview later on tonight. So, we're just gonna jump in it. As long as you can hear me and you can hear him, that's what matters. And we're gonna get it going. So thank you. Whoop whoop. EC Cuzzo Acetone. Yeah, EC's that homie.
Much love, EC. Brittany, TZ,
Yeah.
King Keto. What up, King Keto? I see the chat. Ninja with a pencil. What
Oh,
up?
all right. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the chat and shit. I have to look over this way. So if I look off the screen, it's because I'm looking at my.
That's perfect, y'all. Be ready to start dropping questions, but let me kick it off first with mine. So the first question on my list is, what's your name? Where was you born and raised, and where do you currently live now?
Acetone Boogie. Or my real name is Bobby.
You can leave that if you don't want to tell people.
Yeah,
That
my
ain't.
real name is Bobby. But fucking I was born in Tucson, Arizona. Spent a majority of my life in California in the LA area, LA and IE area. So I'm pretty much I've grown up like pretty much both Arizona and Cali, up and down it. And all my life I've gone to like all the jug shows in Washington, Oregon, Vegas, all around surrounding areas. But
He's on
so
that
that's like
West Coast.
yeah. So yeah, I currently reside in El Paso, Texas, though, which is crazy. It's nice out here though.
Oh yeah, I bet. It's probably still warm. We're starting to get that cold shit.
It's
So
like so it's like at the point right now where because it snows here, really, it's more cooler here than it is in Arizona and shit. It snows like
wow,
yeah,
snow in Texas.
yeah, bro. Because we're like in lower western Texas, like right on the border of New Mexico and shit. And it's like there's mountains here. It like at least once a year around November, December, it snows. Sometimes it snows on New Year's, but yeah, El Paso, Texas.
Man, all right. All right. Question number two. Are you a juggalo? How long have you been down? Do you consider yourself a juggalo rapper? Some people don't like to put themselves in that box. They're by sure, for sure a
I love
juggalo.
I love saying I'm a Juggalo rapper. I fucking
All
am
right.
100% fucking Juggalo rapper till I fucking die. I don't try to sugarcoat it with I'm just a rapper that's a Juggalo or anything like that. I'm fucking a Juggalo rapper. If you think I have bars, I have bars. If you don't, oh, like I guess you don't think I have bars. Not you, but like people who listen. Um,
Not yet.
yeah. But yeah, I'd say I'm a Juggalo rapper. I've been down since I was a little kid, like right after Malenko dropped, right before AJB dropped. I've gotten pretty much every ICP drop on the day releases since then. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Spirits and shit. So I want to say like around
Hell.
98, 99 and shit. I'm
Okay. Yeah. That's me. Well, 2002, Great Malenko era, give or take. My cousin Lindsay came to stay with us, and he had his hair spider braided, and he was wearing a Great Malenko jersey. And I'm like, "What the hell is this, bro?" And that was it for me.
yeah, yeah. It was same like my cousin lived in Hesperia, Victorville, the Inland Empire, California and shit. And I would go there during the summers. And one summer I came and he was just all juggaloed out and I didn't know what the fuck it was. And my grandma's just like, yo, show him the piggy pie song and shit. My grandma and she's like, Anthony, show him the fucking piggy pie song because that's the only one she knew because it was like, three little piggies. So and she
Right.
so fucking he showed me and I was like, bro, I fucking was intrigued by it and I just got like just fucking deep dived all up into that shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I love that you're proud to call yourself a Juggalo rapper. I don't knock on people that like to separate, but you know what I'm saying? That's why I like to ask that question. There's
Yeah,
you either do or you don't.
yeah, I kind of sounded like I was knocking people earlier. Like much love if you don't want
No,
to.
no, no, no. You straight, homie. That's
But
this is your
yeah, so I feel
interview.
like some people are scared because they think that with that title people are not going to give them a chance. Like, and who gives a fuck if people are going to not give you like time of day because you call yourself a Juggalo rapper? But I feel like that's why people do it is because people think they're not going to be taken seriously, or they think that automatically means they can't rap if they're called a Juggalo rapper and shit like that.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Nah, that's facts. Good point. Appreciate it. Next question. So, well, yeah. What inspired you to make music?
I like really ICP, but so I used to there back in the day in like the AOL chat days, like around 2004 or five, maybe 2003. There was like a like you remember like I don't know if you remember like horrorcore forums and like mortalgore.com and like all the back in the day when like that shit was popping with a lot of
Yeah, yeah.
there used to be this online radio station called Cryptic Radio Online. It was like a bunch of us juggalos from around the country, like taking separate block hours. And there was a program called Winamp, and we would DJ through Winamp online. And like we'd have our block hours and we could talk. And one day I was like drunk, when I was a kid, and I started freestyling like for fun, and fucking everybody was like, "Yo, that's really good," and it wasn't really good. It was horrible, but it was all right. It was all right, and that just pretty much motivated me. I like got hell into it. I went and fucking did my research. I learned how to fucking, you know, actually record in the process, like mixing and shit like that. I learned a little bit about that when I was a kid, and then I got my first condenser mic. Really, it was just like Juggalos really inspired me to want to rap and shit. But also, I've always
it's
been a fan of music too, you know.
right. It's kind of cool that you said that because I have another question later down the road that kind of ties back into that, and you pretty much almost answered it there, but we'll get to that anyhow. No, that's a good enough answer. Okay, so then, who do you look up to in the music industry?
Jump Steady, like I Jump Steady above all. I fucking look up to Jump Steady on a like on every level. He's the smartest fucking like man at business, not only businessman but fucking ninja I've ever met in my life. Really, um, Jump Steady. I look up to Ouija. You know, Ouija's like the homie and shit. But I still look up to him. I look up to all the homies that work together. Not even that just work together, but I look
Right.
up to Ouija, Violent J, Isham. Um, as far as Juggalo shit's concerned, yeah.
Even like
Scum's a good ass fucking dude, and same poetry. I look up to them. Scum and same poetry. Fucking yeah, man. Those are
oh
pretty
yeah,
much the
shout out
main.
LSP.
Yeah, shout out LSP. Yeah.
Even if it's not like a juggalo, like entertainer music, if there's anybody that you just kind of look up to, or like I've had people even say, "Look, my grandfather inspired me to,
Oh yeah.
do music or whatever the case is." It's all about you. It's just your story we're trying to learn. So
I
no,
mean, yeah,
that's
there's a
that,
lot.
and
Yeah, I look up to like my uncle passed away about 5 years ago, but he pretty much raised me. Like my dad wasn't around and shit, so when I needed shit for school, like if I could, he would help me. If he couldn't, shit. So I look up to my uncle, but he passed away. But he had a
sorry
major.
about
He
that.
always knew really good music. Every Sunday he would like chill, like so he worked every day of the week to provide for 3 kids and his nephew, me and shit. I would
Right.
go there on the weekends, but he'd work all week, and every weekend on Saturdays he'd like chill in his room, like blasting oldies music, like really good ass music, or R&B, old R.
Right.
So that, and then my mom fucking, she grew up in LA in like the beginning of gangbanging, like the 80s and shit, like. So
Yeah.
fucking, she's like that. She used to carry a gun when I was a kid. She's like a nice, like older lady.
Mom ain't playing
Yeah.
around, huh?
But she grew up in Compton, bro, in the 80s and shit. So she was fucking
NWA era.
yeah. So
We
she would
ain't
always, like, I
playing.
would be like in elementary school, like we fucking bumped Bone Thugs the day, like Eternal, like their most famous album, East 1999. That the day it came out, West Side Connection.
Mhm.
She had all the Scarface shit. She had like she knows music pretty well too, rap
Shout
music.
out Dreamin' Fago. Just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
just saying.
yeah. That's a good flavor.
Hell yeah, man. That is dope. Thanks for elaborating a little more on that. Okay, I like to ask this question. Are there any current projects in the work or what's next? And if you can't speak on entirely of Gloom Unit, that's fine just for you. Is there any solo projects or anything in the works or anything you want to kick up or a recent song that you just dropped? Wink,
Yeah,
wink.
yeah. So Gloom Unit, we're coming out with an album called Inferno, aka the House of Gloom. That shit's dropping before the end of the year. We just wanted, with Garden coming out and shit, we didn't want everybody we wanted to give everybody their own breathing space before dropping our shit
Right.
type shit. So we got that Gloom Unit Inferno, aka House of Gloom. That shit's dropping. That's the album title. I don't know if we've went straight out. We've said the name a couple times, but I don't know if we've straight out told everybody until right now. But we're cool to like. It's cool to say it. So
You're
there's
hearing it
that.
first here, folks.
Yeah, there's that. And then I've already started working on my next. Dev and I have started working on my next solo project. So there's not a title to that yet, But
All right, no drop date. It's just in the works.
no drop date. The Gloom album is done. It's been done, but it's been done for like a couple months. But we've been perfecting it, polishing it up and shit. So we got that, and then there's no drop date or anything for the Acetone Boogie solo album. The next one. This will be the second full length album. Dev and I have dropped a couple EPs between the last time I dropped the album, which was last year, March 16th of last year is when we dropped the first LP. So this will be the next full length, like long album and shit.
Hell yeah, man. That is freaking awesome. So, y'all, you heard it. Be looking out for it. There is some new music to be coming. All right. Speaking of music, what would you say if you can pick is at least one of your favorite songs that you made?
That I've made.
Yeah.
Honestly, the one that I just dropped that new music video for, Bloodstained Love Songs, that's like one of my all-time favorite songs I've ever made. There's another song, This Is How It Ends. I don't know if you've heard that one. That one's on all the platforms as well. That's also produced by Dev. That's like another one of my favorites. And then Witch Blood. Well, that's a collab though.
I mean, you can mention one. I'm trying to get the fans to know what song, Acetone likes of his own.
Witch Blood's a good one. That one's with Darby and shit. That's a dope ass song. I like that shit. Fucking yeah, those three are pretty good. Carnival Soup, that shit. I had a lot of fun making that. That has Shaggy the Airhead on the hook. And
Baby, That's Too Bad will forever be my favorite.
Oh dog, that song's from that's a good one. I took that down offline. I'll put it back online soon, y'all.
Brittany stabbing you there, boy. And
Brittany
yeah,
first one to ask about the song. Like she noticed it like the first day it was offline, and at that time I forgot I had taken it offline. I was like, oh shit, I got to look into that. I like a week or two later, I remembered. I was like, oh yeah, I intentionally took that whole album off because I was gonna take off all my music offline that wasn't produced by like Deborah or Shaggy the Airhead or Jigsaw or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Gracie said no. Shoulder is beautiful.
That's a good one. That one's not out yet. That's the one I played on stream last night. So there's those. There's also those. Like there's some of the songs off the new gloomunit album are like some of my favorite songs I've ever recorded, like ever.
They just unreleased yet and stuff.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't bring up any unreleased, but like there's one on there called All Dead. That's probably like All Dead. So obviously that's me and Frankie and myself. All Dead, Rain Dance, and Murder Gloves. Those are, and also Less Than Gold. I played Less Than Gold last night too. Those four are like some of my favorite songs I've ever recorded in my entire life.
Oh yes, that is awesome. Okay, so realistically, where do you see yourself or hope to see yourself in 5 years in the whole music industry?
Fucking, hopefully just still here with all y'all, with all my brothers, fucking making music with, Dev and Darby and all the homies. Hopefully find a place at home somewhere like under a squad that I can proudly rep, yeah, man.
I mean, is there any hope to actually be on a label? You obviously are tight knit with some very influential people like, Darby and Devereaux and whatnot. But like, is there any hope to be on a label in 5 years, or would you rather just still be solo doing your own thing?
I enjoy working solo. It's not a necessity, but I would not, turn down a fucking invitation. There's only a certain select of places I would be like, and mainly like, and I've never been approached, and Ouija's the fucking homie 100% as well. I've never been approached to be on C17, but everybody at C17 is family, but like beyond homies, we're fucking family. So that would be the only place I'd be really comfortable at if I ever did decide to, get signed or whatever.
Right, right. Can you still hear me? I'm sorry. My stupid cat just stepped on the speaker and it tried
Yeah,
to
no, I
connect
can
to
hear
my
you.
phone.
Damn,
All
pushing.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah,
I like to ask that question, as a 5-year plan or whatever. Some people hope to have a platinum album. Some people hope to be signed to a label. I've had people tell me in 5 years they hope they have just kind of built up their features and their regular tracks so that when 5 years comes, somebody's hopefully asking them to,
yeah,
be on their track
that,
or whatever,
yeah,
not the other way around.
yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. Um, yeah, as far as 5 years, so I've been doing music so long that it's like it's not even, like I just as long as I'm alive with the fam and we're fucking still creating dope ass art that everyone enjoys, that's all that matters at the end of the day. But anything else that happens along the way is cool. Um,
right.
yeah, but yeah, man. Um,
Okay.
that's pretty much it. I just want to continue working and making dope ass shit that people like, that all y'all like.
All right. If not music or YouTube, then what? Like, what would you be doing? Or you work a nine to
Graffiti,
five job?
graffiti. Yeah, I work at a dispensary. Um,
That's awesome.
yeah, graffiti. I would be doing a lot of graffiti. I do a lot of graffiti. I don't know if you've ever seen my graffiti art, but I'm trying to see if I have anything. But
I'm not gonna cap. I'm not sure if I have or not. I mean, maybe in just posts, like following you on some socials,
uh
but to actually
like
like look it
I
up
do
and
like
look.
big ass. I like illegal graffiti, but I'll do like legal graffiti too. Um, but I do big ass shit like pieces and shit like no little. I do tags too, but I prefer like just big ass bombs. I used to actually at the gathering Cave and Rock. I used to paint all the porta potties like big, like the 6 row main stage porta potties, like would have my whole name.
Yeah.
And I got in trouble for that shit after a while, so I stopped doing it. Because if I respect people. Like I'm a juggalo at the end of the day, and whatever, do what I want. But
Right.
I do. There's people that I do respect. Where if they're like on some serious shit and they ask me like, "Yo, can you stop this?" I'm like, it'd be like childish to be like, "Nah, I keep doing it." You know what I'm saying?
Right. What did you want to be as a kid? Was it always a singer?
I wanted to make music, and I wanted to be a professional skateboarder at one point. In a little late in elementary school, I can skate. I can like do basic shit though, like ollies, shove it's, and fucking kick flips, basic shit. Probably that, and I picked up playing guitar for a while. I know like the basics of guitar. I could do some shit on a guitar a little bit. But yeah, I've always wanted to, either be a artist, like drawing artist, or if I can make some kind of music type shit.
Okay.
That's always been my shit.
That's what's up. Next question is, have you played The Gathering? And if so, how many times?
I played The Gathering. This was by chance. Fucking in 2013, we got someone didn't show up to their second stage set, and I just had my set. I was camped right there and had my set ready for no reason. Well, obviously there was reason. I did that,
Right.
and then we got uh Willie Hayes got booked for the Dream Gathering. I think it was. It might have been the Outer Space Gathering or whatever the fuck. But one of those two, Willie Hayes got booked, and he let me rock a song solo on his set. Uh, what else? I've done parties though. I've done like the Reno Riders party before and shit like that.
Right.
We did the Gloom to the Tomb thing, obviously, but that's not being officially booked. So I
I
can't really say
mean,
I can't really say I've ever been officially booked, but I've rocked sets at the Gathering hella times.
hell yeah. And how many have you been to?
Shit, like 11.
Man, that's beautiful. I just got to finally go to my first one after in 20 years of being down, like
That's all good.
way overdue.
As long you made it, and that's all that matters. And I bet you had a great time.
Oh, it was a blast. It was a fucking blast.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. So don't think about the artists that you've already worked with here. If you could collab with any artist, who would it be?
Isham, uh, probably fucking. I've only done one song with Ouija, so I'd like to work with Ouija more.
Right, right.
Isham, fucking Jay.
Any mainstream artists that you would do a song with
Yeah,
if they
fuck,
asked?
like I would, you know, this is gonna be funny, like, but I don't know if you've heard of Lefty Gunplay, but I would do a song with him. I'd like to do a song with fucking what's it called? What's this dude's name? OT the Mexican. I'd like to do a song with that dude. A lot of the Shoreline Mafia dudes, OGZ. I'd like to do a song with him. I'd like to do a song with Sos Mula. Well,
Yeah,
he's not really mainstream, but
he's
um,
getting up there though. I do know that name.
yeah, Sos Mula. You know, I don't really think I'd do a song with Zillakami, but Sos Mula would be dope as fuck.
Dude, right.
Fucking Denzel Curry. I would do a song. That shit would be fucking insane to do a song with Denzel Curry. Who else? Shit, man. I'd like to. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much
No,
it.
that's dope, dude. You just gave us a lineup. That would be the shit.
Yeah,
Manifest it, make it happen.
yeah.
The next question is kind of odd. I ask it generally just for like the fan again, but being an artist and you work with artists, I know you have met people famous, but the question is, have you met anybody famous to you? So, I mean, nobody's discredited, but what I like to use as my example is I met Polly Shore. So he's not in our community, but he is known and famous, even though he did do an interview with the clowns. You know what I'm saying? But that's who I got to meet. That's my famous person is Polly Shore.
Bro, you ever seen okay, so I've met fucking Doug
And don't get it
Bradley.
twisted. Yeah, I
I
was about
met
to
Doug
say,
Bradley, the guy that plays Pinhead, like Cenobite in fucking the Hellraiser series.
no shit.
That fool was fucking. He was cool as hell. He was at a horror convention,
Yeah.
and because I go to horror conventions sometimes too, and so he was there, and he was like charging $100 to meet him and take his picture. But I got there and I didn't know that. I waited in the line all the way to get to him, and then he's like, his manager's right there, like, so it's gonna be $100 to meet him. Blah blah. I was like, oh fuck, dude. I was like, I didn't know it was gonna cost. So I started walking away. He's like, no, come here. And then like he just met me and like did it all for free and shit. Let me take a picture.
Bro, respect.
Yeah, he was fucking
That's
cool as fuck.
that is so cool. Cooler than fucking Polly Shore.
That I'm
Yo.
proud of that one because I fucking love I love Hellraiser. And then I also met I think his name's Ted. I don't know his last name, but he was the dude that played the Sat Head Jason in the Jason series, not the mask one. So before he had the mask, he had this. It's like
Yeah.
that dude was cool. But nah, Doug Bradley was fucking hella cool. That was probably one of the coolest situations I've ever encountered. Immortal
You
Technique. One time, we were going to a show in Orange County at the Observatory in California, and that's the same. Not the Observatory. It's the fucking the other one. Anybody that's from Cali would know. It's like not the Observatory, but oh wait, Garden. What the fuck? Maybe it is the Observatory. Anyways, I met Immortal Technique. His show was sold out, and we're outside and like all bummed out, like yo, and like he starts walking down the line to get into the show, and no one like in the line really noticed, like even recognized him. And I was like, yo, bro, let me fucking get a ticket. Your show's sold out. Your show's sold out. And he's like, bro, just like he like started yelling some shit. Then he walked over, and that's when everybody noticed, and he started like doing one of his little speeches, and then fucking we like had a long ass conversation, about like 30-minute conversation. Like, all right, I gotta go inside. And then he went inside, and then he sent somebody out to give us tickets to get into his show and shit.
hell yeah.
Yeah, that was cool as fuck. I'm not even like a huge Immortal Technique fan like that, but I was.
But it's the point, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that's like probably the dopest answer I've gotten, really. Like and I'm not discrediting. I got to meet ICP for the first time at the gathering, and that's dope. I just know a lot of artists work with artists, and I'm not trying to downplay any artists, but I try to like, I don't know, separate like
Yeah,
that
yeah, I
question, and
get
you
it.
gave me an awesome answer.
Yeah,
So thank you.
yeah, hell yeah.
Um, where are we at here? Yeah. Okay. What's your favorite color?
Yellow. Yellow is my favorite color, yo.
All right, mine's red.
Hell,
What's your favorite wild and domesticated animal?
that's a dope ass question. Uh, Domesticated, I'm gonna have to say either dogs or lizards, like geckos and shit like that, bearded dragons, shit, them kind of lizards.
Right.
Those are domesticated, right? Or they,
Yeah,
and
that's a domesticated. You keep it in your home.
yeah. So those
Right.
wild shit, dude. I want to say like either a panther or like most like simians are pretty dope. A lot of like all kinds of different monkeys and stuff. They're all differently dope. I like gorillas and shit, but those I don't know if those are considered domestic. I don't think so.
That would definitely be wild. So
Yeah,
that works.
nah, you don't keep a gorilla. You don't keep a gorilla. I know they're in zoos.
Right.
Yeah. So like those, I like those kind of things. Gorillas. Uh,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
I have snakes and I like lizards too, but
Snakes are dope.
so
Snakes
my
definitely.
domesticated would be a dog too. I mean, I like my cat, but I don't like a lot of cats.
I like
So
cats though. I'm not
definitely
like a cat hater. I just prefer. Like I have a dog and some cats, but
right. And then my wild animal would be a white tiger. I think they're so
nice.
dope.
Yeah, those are fucking elegant as fuck.
All right. So ironically, you had mentioned already kind of what music your parents or parental anyhow listen to. That was one of the questions. Do you think though that like the music that you heard growing up then from those people at all is like you took from it or it
Absolutely, bro.
influenced your style or
Yeah. I'm saying, bro, that album, like a lot of the albums my mom was listening to when I was a kid, Tupac, All Eyes on Me, like every pretty much every banger, like Scarface's The Fix, Diary, like anything that you would consider somebody that knows like really like a lot about gangster rap and fucking hip hop, like that was the album she was banging and shit. So
right.
they did absolutely. There's a lot of those albums that are like up there, like a lot of every single Tupac album she would be listening to, Bone Thugs, fucking what else? Even she even had an album back in the day, Gang Related, which now I know about it, but there's Gang Related of the movie with Tupac, and it has a Tech Nine song on it, and she was banging that song. I didn't know it was Tech Nine when I was a kid. But there's
Wow.
as questions on fucking on the soundtrack to the album, and she was listening to that shit like every day when I was a kid, and I didn't
Hell
know it was a
yeah.
good song. I didn't know until later on in life, and I was like, oh shit, this is the shit my mom used to listen to when I was younger.
Right.
Yeah, that
Okay.
definitely the music she listened to definitely influenced my style and the way I make music, or at least who like because I'd say that that's a good answer.
Okay. No, yeah, you're straight, man. Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I got
This man's
I
counting on
got
his hands
five.
like me.
I got five sisters and a little brother.
All right. And do they support your music, listen to it any at all?
Yeah, yeah. My they fuck with they've been very supportive of my music over the years. Couple of them have lent vocals. If I needed extra vocals, a couple of them have sang on the songs. My little sister Allie used to when I was like didn't know like I was just starting to make videos and shit. She helped me film a lot of my earlier videos. Um, Yeah, they're supportive. They're all fucking.
You,
Yeah.
I'd like to ask that question because you'd be surprised. I interviewed an artist by the name of Natrix, and he said his siblings are only supportive on the level of if he gets recognized, tagged or added or something by like Ouija or, somebody official, then they'll give him like recognition, but they don't really mess with his music or support
Well,
him
that's
some of.
that's kind of like, so I wouldn't. I'd say out of all my sisters, only one of them will regularly listen to my music. The other ones are supported more so in like they want to see me succeed at what I'm doing, and they know I don't really like suck, they know like or whatever. So it's not their particular shit that they want to bump every day, and that's cool because I
Right.
be going off on my shit, but they're supportive as far as like they're not like, oh, this motherfucker is just fucking rapping as like old ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
they know that there's talent there, so they respect it and they understand. And now more so than when we were younger, they understand it more of what I'm doing and shit. So they're more supportive now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Um, no, yeah, I like to ask that question because I actually surprisingly get different answers, so I feel it makes for a good question anyhow. This one is quite interesting, and I get a lot of different answers on it. And then, by the way, anybody in the chat, if you have any questions, please get them out there, and I will allow your question to be heard over mine because we're actually getting near the end of these questions, which the time is working perfect. We've only been live for 40 minutes. Everything's peachy as long as you're cool. I'm cool, and we're good till at least 10:30. So,
Yeah,
great
I'm
stream.
chilling. I'm
If
chilling,
y'all
man.
have any personal questions that this man has not, wait, I'm pointing the wrong way. This man has not, you haven't learned or whatever, told you or something, get them out there. No stupid question, just
I mean,
ask something.
they can ask stupid questions. It's all good.
Okay, that works too.
Yeah.
At any rate, if you met the younger you, say 10, 11, 12, what would you tell yourself, if anything at all, and why?
Bro, honestly, like the most major thing I would tell myself is don't waste time because the later you start off what we're trying to do, the harder it's going to be later on for you, and you're going to get to where you're going. I would tell myself I'm going to get to where you're going regardless, but you gotta fucking start sooner because I fucking, you know what I'm saying? I wasted a lot of time when I was young doing dumb shit like trying to be fucking hard, trying to gangbang and shit like that, like
Right.
trying to do stupid shit, be out in these streets when I was already like good at making music, not as good or whatever, but I was already good. I was just like wasting all that shit trying to do thug shit. And a lot of the years I could have been spending investing into myself and getting a ball rolling sooner. I spent it on fucking partying and doing all kinds of crazy shit.
Right, right. No, that's a great answer to be real.
Yeah.
I'm glad
I
that
still
you
party. I still party, but I know how to prioritize certain shit now.
right, you're a little more mature with it anyhow.
Yeah.
I'm glad you pulled yourself out of that whole gang life. It's no fun and really can just end one of two ways. So,
Yeah. I mean, I'm still
uh,
cool with all my peoples that I grew up with. Like,
well, yeah,
I still be with them and shit, but it's just more so when I was younger. I
you're a little more rowdy or what
Yeah, it
have
was
you.
more. I was less involved in fucking what I wanted to do and just like kind of rolling with everybody, wasting time. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Somebody asked you how many push-ups you can do.
Right now I'm back up to 150 a day. In one sitting, probably just 20 at a time. But each day I do about 100 to 150. At one point last year, I was doing 200 every day, 200 push-ups. I'm trying to get back up to that.
Bro,
But right now,
I
like
ain't done that kind of shit since I was in jail because there was nothing better to do.
that's what I'm kind of just like treating it like I'm in jail right now. And fucking, I'm good
Dang.
because I don't know how it works, but with the people like that I have to be around in there, it's like a mandatory workout. Like you have to in jail, you have to like there's like a set of rules that you have to abide by, and fucking
I do, Brittany, have a few food questions later in it, but I don't really. What do you mean? Ask him about food.
I love
Okay, fine. If you could only eat, and this I'm still in a question from later, but if you could only eat fast food for the rest of your life, and you can only pick two fast food restaurants, which two would you eat for the rest of your life?
fuck. That's a hard one. Definitely Jack in the Box would be one of them. And well, shit, dude. There's a lot of good fast food now, and then it also depends on what you would consider fast food because there's also certain places like I can't get certain
we ain't calling the Waffle House fast food.
yeah like Checkers. I can't get Checkers here, but I could get it in a different part of the country and shit.
Right. You
Okay.
can like that vice versa on the rallies
Yeah,
thing or whatever.
like rallies and shit like that. Um, but those are good places. It's just I'd say around here it'd either be Jack in the Box or fucking probably there's a place called Baker's, but it's like I think it's only in California. That's like my favorite fast food spot. Baker's.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's like there's
All
always an
right.
argument between Texas and Cali people with like Whataburger and In-N-Out. In-N-Out's
Yeah.
cool and shit, but In-N-Out is cool and Whataburger is cool, but Baker's and also Griff's. All right, I actually changed my answer. It's called Griff's, and that's only like in Texas and like one other place, but there's this place called Griff's, and then that place is fire as fuck. And then what was the other place I said? Baker's.
Fuck,
Yeah,
I just.
Griff's and Baker's. That's my shit. I'd say those two.
All right. Somebody asked what your favorite cheese is.
My favorite cheese, shit. I don't know. Like, it's like cheese is like kind of occasion,
Depend.
like by
Right. Are
occasion.
we talking cheese on a sandwich? Are we talking cheese in a
Like,
pasta?
like on a sandwich, it would have to be either like Swiss or mozzarella, or Swiss or Munster or mozzarella or provolone on a sandwich. But if we're talking like just in general, like there's like a lot. I would probably say um yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
even know how I could answer that one. I'd probably
It's
say
hard.
just
It's
Swiss
hard.
and mozzarella or something.
Yeah, Swiss is a good one. I'm gonna say Munster though. I'd say Munster.
All right.
What
Back
if
into
it's straight up?
my.
What if it's straight up one? Like if I straight up want to eat just straight cheese,
Oh
probably
man.
be Jack. It'd be Jack cheese if I just want to eat a fucking
Kobe is good. That is a good one there.
Colby Jack, pepper Jack go hard too. I like cheese is all fucking good. I love a lot of cheese.
We love constipation. Uh,
Yeah.
okay. Acetone. Did the skill come natural or did you have to learn and practice? This is the question I was talking about. And what I mean by this question is some people wake up with just a given talent, they just do. And some people wake up and say, I want to do that. And they have to learn and practice. And then they were equally as good. Was yours natural? Or did you have to learn and practice? Or I guess it could be a little of both.
It's a little bit of both. Like I'm not, I have I can pick up something right now like that I've never done in my entire life and fucking be good at it. I feel like I do that shit a lot, bro. Like fucking um uh but it takes a lot like the music shit definitely I was already inclined to do that shit. I've always been good at like writing little rhymes and shit. But it did take a lot of like practice and like hard work to polish it to what it is now and shit. Um
Right.
I had to learn like before when I first started, I didn't know about like counting bars. I didn't know about like all like compression and fucking all kinds of mixing type shit. I didn't know like it was just write a rhyme and rap it. Like I didn't know that there's cadence and flow, like different shit, different rhyme schemes. Like I had to learn like everything that would educate you on how to make it better and shit,
Okay. No, that's dope. Makes sense. I'm not an artist, so I definitely don't know. I've tried to play around with writing a few lyrics down, and I used
But
to write poetry as a kid, but
poetry's hard. I like poetry. It's good. Um, but yeah, definitely. I still to this day, um, there's a certain way I do shit that's a little bit more natural as opposed to like the business or like we're professional motherfuckers are doing. I wouldn't say I'm not professional, but there's people that take themselves like really really serious as in the way they make music, and me, I'm more so just let the soul kind of take its course. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
whatever.
you gotta lax, like chillax vibe. Or,
Yeah.
okay. Next question. Uh, who or what inspired slash came up with your name, your logo, your style? Acetone Boogie, you told us at the beginning, is not your real name, obviously. Where did that come from? And then do you have an official logo that the people will see on anything and know that is you? And if so, who created that?
So there's a gorilla face that everyone should probably know. Like I probably have it. So I have it tattooed on me right here next to my LSP tag. I can't really pull my shirt down that much, but
Oh, you're straight.
people that know the fucking know the gorilla know what it is. So it's pretty like well known, I'd say. Who created that was actually this chick Olivia Hoffman. She does art. I met her through the homie Samson. Um, she did the original logo, and then we got the gloomunit Daishin, the ghost and shit Daishin. Brian Red actually designed that. The homie Brian Red.
Hell yeah.
What did I? And then
Pretty much, yeah.
my name. I fucking So like I said, I've been into graffiti for as long as I've been into like rap and all that shit since I was a kid. So spray paint, there's acetone in spray paint. My brother fucking called me up one day and he's like, "Yo, your name's Acetone now." And he like read the definition out of the dictionary and he's like, the definition fucking was on point to my character. So it just stuck with me like forever. and
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
that's what everyone's on. Like my grandma even calls me Acetone and shit.
That's dope.
Yeah.
All right. What's your favorite movie?
Shit. I have a lot of favorite movies. It
Give
just
us a
depends on the
couple,
mood. Like
or you could give us a horror and a comedy, maybe
okay.
an action.
Comedy, let's start with comedy. I'd say so this is not like damn, I'm gonna just give you like 5 of my favorite movies because this is hard. A Bronx Tale, Casino, Love in the 4-5, Natural Born Killers, Belly. There's a lot. Like it's hard to say. It's hard to say what my favorite movies are because I love movies. Like I love the fuck out of some movies.
Get.
What else? Natural Born Killers. I like the movie The Platform. Scary movies. I like the whole entire Hellraiser series.
So I like a lot of movies, as you say. When people ask me that question, my go-to is Blow with Johnny Depp. Like
That's a good
that's
ass movie
my,
too, bro. The scene where
you know,
where he's about to have his kid and he
bro.
just like overdoses and drops and shit. That's like one of my favorite scenes in any movie.
Bruh.
Yeah,
Crazy shit goes on in that movie.
yeah. So that's a lot like that is like a lot like Casino. I like movies like that, Blow, Casino, Belly, fucking Point Break, fucking Swordfish,
Yeah, there's some good ones.
Heat. I don't know if you ever seen Heat. That's a long ass fucking movie, but with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, where it's like They do a heist, but it's like a fucking 3-hour movie. It's a good ass movie though. It's worth it.
I might have to look it up. I feel like maybe, but I don't know.
It's
It
from the
sounds
like
good
early
though.
'90s, early '90s. It's like a good ass like gangster fucking. It's like I think it's modeled to be around one of these. There's like a famous heist that happened in LA that was all over the news back in the day, and it was like a 2-hour like standoff with the cops driving through LA. Like they were like just making their way through LA, fucking just shooting the fuck out of
I
shit. Anyway.
love that, EC. You said Cheese House and Cheesegate. Those are my favorite cheeses. Whoa, whoa.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
That's a good one.
Loving the 4-5 though. That's like my favorite. I want to get my whole entire goal, like for the last since I've seen that movie, is I want to get every jug I know to watch that movie at least once. Loving the 4-5.
I'm not sure I've seen it myself, but I have to look
Loving the
into it.
4-5 is like a cross of Natural Born Killers and True Romance, like and fucking like and Reservoir Dogs mixed all together and shit. It's
Damn.
Those are good ass movies too. Planet Terror, Death Proof, those are good ass movies. Anything by Quentin Tarantino is going to be like an automatic like for me. I like anything he does, really.
Right. All right. So the next set of questions I call either or. I'm gonna list two options, maybe three in some cases, and you can only pick one of those options as your answer. So, we're just gonna start. The first one is Twix or Reese's.
Twix.
All right.
It used to
Summer.
be Reese's.
Oh, go ahead.
No, it used to be Reese's, but it's Twix.
All right. All right. Summer or winter?
Winter for sure.
All right. Day or night?
Night.
Yeah, that's me. I'm a night owl. I hate mornings.
Yeah, I don't hate mornings. I'm up all day, but I'm not like I'm up all day doing some stupid shit. So it's like, I like night because it's like everyone's done being out in the streets. Like if I want to take a cruise out and like somewhere, it's like everything's dead, so I don't have to really see people and shit. So,
right. Yeah. Man, bring back 24-hour Walmart. 3 a.m. at Walmart was the best.
Yeah, that was fire. That's crazy.
That's becoming a thing. Like our generation is forever gonna remember Walmart at 3 a.m.
Yeah, man, that was the shit, dude. Like I would always like run into people I know like that aren't like that I want to see late at night. You know what I'm saying? Like
right, not fucking mainstream normies. Get out my way. I'm trying to shop, do my shit, and get out of here. But if I see a homie, then we're gonna goof around.
That shit was always tight. It'd be high as fuck and like
yeah.
Like run into your homies, it's like also high as fuck.
Right, you doing the Marco Polo dumb shit, whatever. Yeah. All right. Truck or car?
Car. I like trucks are cool, but I like cars better.
All right. You're taking your sweetheart out on a date. Are you going for a movie night or roller skating?
Roller skating.
Hell yeah. Pizza or pasta?
Damn.
Yeah.
You can do a lot with pasta, so I'm gonna say pasta because you can do hella shit with pasta. You can do hella shit with pizza too, but I love pizza, but there's a lot more shit you can do with pasta.
True. Which one? And this is more for the fans. The next two. Which one are you more active on? Facebook or Instagram?
Definitely Instagram. I used to be really active on Facebook, but Instagram is my go-to.
All right, and then TikTok or Twitter or X?
Am I more active on?
Yeah.
That one's kind of equal. Like I'm active. Well, I don't post as much on TikTok, so I guess I'll say Twitter.
All right. Pepsi or Coca-Cola?
Bro, everyone's gonna hate me for this one, but Pepsi, Pepsi, cherry Pepsi specifically. I used to be
Okay.
a Coke person. I don't know. A lot of these. This is crazy because a lot of these used to be reversed, but as of lately, it's Pepsi.
I'm gonna try to watch it. Oh, she said she's gonna try to watch that movie this week, and I'm like,
Oh hell
what?
yeah, yeah, hell yeah, Brittany.
He's at the
Everybody
bandstand
needs to
today.
watch it at least once. It's a good movie. It's really good. I don't know. I fucking love the fuck out of that movie. Um,
All right. Sorry. Pie or cake? Yeah, try to make them hard.
yeah, that is pretty hard because those are both fucking fire. But I'm gonna go with cake.
All right. Now, you have to either take a 3 mile walk in the rain, or you're taking a 5 mile walk in the desert, provided water so you don't dehydrate.
2 mile walk in the rain each. That's easy. I'm doing that.
Bro, I think Will was the only one that ever said to walk in the
Walk in the
desert.
desert, bro. You'd rather be hot than fucking wet, dude. No.
Yeah, I don't know. I swear, crazy.
I think it's because I lived like I lived a lot of my life in the desert, so I know what the desert can do to you. And a 5 mile walk in the desert, even with water, that shit's fucking you up, dog. As a kid,
Yeah,
you might be cold, you might get a little bit sick, but and 3 miles
right.
ain't really shit either. That's gonna take you like an hour and a half maybe to walk. At
Right.
5 miles in the sun, like you're gonna have to stop. You're gonna
Yeah,
fucking.
you
I
bacon.
don't even know if you can.
Well,
I mean, you can. I've
I'm
done.
not. Maybe I should word that better too. Like you get to stop for some shade, I suppose. Something. I don't know how often you find shade in the desert, mind you, but you know. Uh,
I
uh,
walked about like 3 miles in the desert to get Hell's Pit when it dropped when I was younger. I ditched school to go get Hell's Pit. That shit was hot as fuck,
damn.
bro. It gets like I don't remember where you're at, but over like in Arizona,
Indiana.
oh Indiana. So I don't really even know the weather like that either there, but I know that
Uh,
um
Ohio weather. Think
oh okay.
gathering.
Yeah. So like over here it gets like 120 all summer. Like as soon as like June hits, it starts getting like in the 118s, 110s, and then July and August are like hot. Like you'd be like it'd be like 120 every day of the week. So fucking
Damn.
yeah, that shit
You
sucks.
bacon.
And then yeah, and so here in El Paso, there's more of a like better like there's a cooler season in the fall and winter as opposed to Arizona. It's just like straight hot all fucking year with like slight less hot in the winter years. Like like
Right.
the lows will be like 70s in like that's like the lowest it's getting in the winter.
Damn.
Where I'm at,
That's
not northern
crazy.
Arizona, it gets cold, but where I grew up at, it was fucking
I
like
wouldn't mind that. I just don't do freaking hurricanes. That's what I don't want.
I don't really like the heat though. It's cool though. I don't mind it. It's hard out there. Fucking I definitely
Uh,
prefer the cold, even though I've never like I don't know. I like the cool.
all right, you had mentioned earlier that you done a little skating back in the day. Surfing or skateboarding?
Skateboarding. I can't I wouldn't I've tried to surf one time and couldn't do it. I don't know how to do it. Fucking skateboarding.
Nah, it's straight. Okay, you're given 5 grand in cash, but you have to pick one store and you have to spend it immediately. Where are you going?
One store and I have to
Yep,
pick
just one.
5 grand. Fucking Guitar Center.
Okay. A lot of artists have said that very thing, a music store,
Music.
something of that nature. Somebody even said, I could get everything I need at Walmart. Bro,
I
you
was
could probably
thinking I
get a
was
decent
thinking
amount.
Walmart. I was thinking Walmart, but like there's like shit I need that wouldn't be at Walmart.
Right, right. Okay, I got three little fill in the blank questions, and that's all I got for him, folks. So if you have any questions, any last minute questions to throw up here for him, put them in the chat. But
What
these
up?
three questions are, yeah, we got IP2
I
Juggalos in here.
whoop, whoop.
Paint look dope, Wiggles. Hey, dude, I appreciate it. This is my paint. Like, I mean, I'm sure some other homie probably done it before, but like 4 months before the gathering, this is my book that I doodle on and shit.
Oh yeah.
inside of here, I tried to think of what would Wiggles paint look like. So
Yeah,
I
it
tried to
looks
come
dope.
up with
It
it.
looks hell yeah. It looks dope, bro.
It needs a little perfection. This was my first time trying to put it on myself, but it
Yeah,
was
no,
worth a shot. I
yeah,
appreciate it.
you got it, man. Nola Burden, boo boo.
Oh yeah, he's actually got a bird channel. He'd be sitting out in the morning. I used to do that during COVID. I got into that hobby for a minute, like birding and
Bird
stuff.
watching?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. Fuck yeah, that's
Okay, so fill in the blank. My favorite vacation was.
fucking my favorite vacation was probably San Antonio Juggalo Day, uh, or New Orleans. I went there for Juggalo Day. Also, New Orleans was fucking dope. Nola. Speaking of Nola and shit,
Yeah, he's from.
yeah, that was like one of the dopest times that like I've and I only mind you, I only like I did semi mostly tourist shit like chilled on Bourbon Street the whole time, other than we went to the House of Blues for like ICP, but we walked and seen all the like the spots from the Suicide Boys music videos, like magazine, and like all there's like a spot in Nola where they have the Virgin Mary and like the shadows on the building. We went to that. We went to
Right.
fucking like all the so in New Orleans there's a grave site where Marie Laveau is buried, and supposedly the Misfits went to jail for robbing her grave before. So fucking we went to check out that grave, and then we just did
That's
random
pretty
shit.
wicked, bro. I ain't done no cool vacation like that. If somebody asked me, I'd have to say like, I don't know, Six Flags or something. And it wasn't even like vacation. My mom would just take us occasionally. That was
There's
something
a
she
Six
could
Flags out
afford.
there. Where you
No,
at?
not in Indiana. I was born and raised around St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, word. That's dope. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to Six Flags a few times. Universal Studios. Those are cool, fun things to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been there. I've never been to like Florida, period.
I went to
I've been to
Florida.
Kings Island. That's in Ohio. That
That
was
sounds
pretty cool.
dope. That sounds cool. I used to live in Florida actually, in Tampa, South Tampa Bay, South
So you've
Tampa
been to
Bay.
like Disneyland or
I've
Disney
been to
World?
Disneyland in Cali. I've never been to Disney World in Florida. I've never been.
Oh,
The only amusement park I went to in Florida when I lived there was Busch Gardens, and that was like a Budweiser amusement park.
yeah,
It's fucking
yeah.
dope. That shit has one of the. It used at the time when I lived there in Florida. It had the country's for like the most steepest like downward drop and shit. That shit was scary.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Uh, no, listen,
Um,
come on down, buddy. You know I'll show you the greatness. It's awesome.
oh
All
yeah.
right. Next question. The bike I had the most as a kid was blank.
Damn, a GT Haro probably or Redline.
Yeah, boy, them
Yeah,
Haros were tied.
yeah. Fucking with the spinny gooseneck, bro. Fucking bro, that shit was fucking hard as fuck. That or
I only
Redline.
ever like own one. I mainly had mongoose or next would be my
I had
answer.
mongooses. I had a
But
dope
I
ass.
had the mags. I had the mags and the fat boy pegs, boy.
Hell yeah, yeah. Fat boy pegs. I used to I used to walk around the neighborhood back then, like cars, lowriders and shit, and people like they had nice cars. They used to get like cool ass little. We called them chromies. I don't know if everybody calls them that, but the little caps that go on the inflation valve or whatever on tires. They would have like little dice or eight balls or like little like they'd have cool ass little things on their cars back then. We go take
Right.
I go take those.
Put them on our bikes. Yeah.
Yeah. Another fun thing
Little
to do.
badasses.
You ever run a can over? Like you run a can over and then like
Oh yeah, for the motorcycle. It's
yeah,
almost like the whole card thing.
yeah, the cars and the shit
Yeah.
too. Yeah, I used to do that.
Yeah.
Fucking
Fucking up your tire, dude, eating your tread, but you didn't give a shit.
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mongoose. I used to have a dope ass orange mongoose that we won it at a fucking fair, like a fair by like writing my name on a ticket and putting it in and shit. I fucking
Yeah.
yeah, and I wrote that shit for a long ass time.
That's dope. All right, the last one I have for you. Oh, I don't. Well, yeah, it kind of fits. It was just random, but you live over there. Um, the best part about the beach is blank.
Shit, yeah, the weather and being able to like kick it in water. There's always it just depends on what beach too. Like Venice Beach is dope because you can spray paint legally there and shit. So I like going there, but it's not as nice to swim in and shit. But
Do you have videos of it on your channel?
of graffiti, I have.
Of like Venice Beach and the
Oh, I do.
graffiti?
I have videos, probably not on my channel, but I can put some up. But I have videos for sure. I have hella videos at Venice.
You should do some little shorts at least on your channel because I would like to see it. I'd watch it, and I'm sure the homies would watch it too.
Yeah, I'm not in Cali anymore, or else I would definitely do.
Oh well, okay,
But I
yeah,
mean, but I have videos though. That is a good idea.
right,
To go do some shorts of Venice.
yeah. Well, Acetone, dude, you're freaking awesome. And I thank you for taking the time out of your day to give me an hour of it and ask you all these drilling questions.
Hell
Before
yeah.
we get out of here, for anybody watching and anybody that watches on the replay, I will be getting all of his links. Rather, he has a link tree or just direct Spotify's and his socials, and that will be put in the description of this video. So, go follow him on all of his stuff. Go support him and whatnot. And if you have any last minute shout outs or anything you want to say, you can go ahead and get those out of the way. But thanks again, homie. I really appreciate you.
Hell yeah. Shout out you first and foremost. Thank you for inviting me to kick it for a bit. Um, this was fun. Shout out Frankie, Goldie, Dev, everybody in the chat, Brittany, Gracie, everybody that pulled up, EC. Shout out Cheese House, Darby, DPC. Shout out Rudy. Shout out Kev Buck. Shout out
Yeah.
shout out my boy Harry. Shout out Callie. Shout out fucking Mike Cole. I don't know if you know Mike Cole, but that's my dog right there. Shout out Mike Cole, fucking Max Turps. Uh, yeah, man. Shout out everybody.
Hell
Everybody
yeah.
that fucking fucks with me at any point. Fucking much love to y'all, for real.
No doubt. And we're out of here, y'all. Whoop, whoop. Tell somebody you love them. Life is too damn short, and people need to hear that shit. They might not appear to, and it might feel weird at first, but you might just change their perspective at that very time. So much love, and I'm out of here. Whoop, whoop.
Woo woo.